The next great resource for local weather is now available.
DigitalWeatherDesk.com is your source for up-to-the-minute local weather. Add DigitalWeatherDesk.com to your favorites, download our app, and follow me on social media. The Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd, and again, my camera isn't working. So I could either stop this stream and restart it again, or yeah, this is all me. I should have checked this before I came back on. Our camera was working earlier. I turned the computers off so we could shut down the stream. I could restart this stream, but it doesn't matter. You guys don't need to see me. So, well, let's just hop right into this. Again, the forecast made possible by ServPro, Monroe, West Monroe, faster to any size disaster. Call or click servpro.com today. Again, my camera's working. I should have just restarted the streaming software, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to be very, very quick through this. I know a lot of folks are still without power. They're working on batteries, so let's just kind of get through what we're going to get through. I-20 in Monroe, West Monroe, again, is moving. If you take a look at the cameras, almost every other vehicle you see is a utility truck across the area. They are working, folks. It's just going to continue to take time. Infrared satellite shows the cloud cover continuing to increase across the region. It may keep a lot of us a shade warmer as we head through the overnight hours tonight. We are still expecting to be well below freezing. In fact, we should drop below freezing here in the next couple of hours. Radar made possible by Brown's Roofing. Schedule your free roof inspection, brownsroofingla.com. Again, most locations are going to stay precipitation-free. Could see some very light stuff Thursday night, Friday. We'll get to that in a minute. Power outages, all your outages and alerts are made possible by Allegiance Health Network. Shows some improvements, but we still have a long way to go. And I know that there's, again, a lot of folks that were really expecting to get power restored today and didn't. And they're frustrated, and they're tired, and they're cold, and I totally understand that. Again, this is a monumental task, and it's going to take time. And these folks are working around the clock for all kinds of service restorations. As you take a look at the numbers, again, they are improving gradually. It takes time. I take a look at high temperatures for the day, and this is some good news. All of us got above freezing today and spent several hours above freezing. You combine that with a lot of direct sunshine, and we did see some appreciable melting today. A reminder, stay out from under trees for the next several days as the ice continues to fall and a lot of tree debris gets knocked out of the trees. Even the smallest gusts of wind or just a change in wind direction can bring tree limbs down, and they will be dangerous over the coming days, weeks, and even months because, again, there's a lot of tree branches that snapped and fell and then got suspended in the air by other tree branches. And that's going to create some issues in terms of just the smallest 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts at times may drop some very large tree branches out of trees along the way. A look at current temperatures. And again, most of us are teetering near the freezing mark, so expect as the sun sets for us to drop below freezing pretty quickly over the next couple of hours. Winds, light, they'll become generally calm overnight as well, but with the layer of cloud cover and the degree of warming we've seen today, most of us, hopefully, staying in the mid to upper 20s tonight. Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports. I-20 frontage road in Monroe shows those winds back out of the south progressively through the day tomorrow, but especially as we go into the day Thursday. We will keep an eye out for a light batch of precipitation that could sneak through late Thursday night, Friday. For most of it's probably going to be showers if we see anything at all. Not out of the realm of possibilities to maybe see a sleet pellet or maybe even a snowflake or two. But again, precip will be light. No accumulations are expected, and then generally most of us will sleep right on through it and not even notice it. The strong northerly winds build in, and another Arctic air mass is headed our way this weekend. It will be cold, but it will be dry. Again, I know that there's a lot of folks out there that were preaching about the possibility of a second winter storm this upcoming weekend beyond the one that we dealt with last weekend. That's bogus, and anybody that's still beating that drum is just trying to get you to pay attention to them because they got a lot of attention over the last week, and they want to keep it, and that sucks, and I just hate it when people do that. Anyway, a look at low temperatures tonight. Most of us will drop back well below freezing, low to mid 20s, upper 20s for some. But the prospects of spending another night below freezing without power is probably pretty daunting for many. So make sure that you're staying warm safely. Take care of each other. Reach those that you can reach, but avoid travel, especially now that the sun's set and everything that's on the ground is going to refreeze. Tomorrow will be noticeably warmer, back into the upper 40s, some areas near 50 degrees. We will continue the melting, but again, a reminder that shaded spots, areas that are shaded by trees or anything else, they're going to thaw slower than others. A look at the 7-day forecast made possible by 3B Hardware. Still forgot to take the winter storm thing out of there. I want to take that out real quick. That's my apology. That's the second straight day I've not checked this graphic before we've gone to air. Nobody's perfect, but I have definitely not been perfect over the last week. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Freezing fog, a possibility Thursday morning. What is freezing fog? Basically fog developing when temperatures are below freezing. Those supercooled water droplets hit something on the surface that is below freezing and freeze on top of it. Usually it's sidewalks, bridges, overpasses, things of that nature. It seems silly, but it can be a really big headache for a lot of folks that have kind of let their guard down to ice accumulations, and then you get that really, really thin, almost invisible glaze of ice from freezing fog, and it can be an issue during the morning hours on Thursday. So we'll keep an eye on that. Could be a possibility for some tomorrow morning. So again, it's a scenario we will entertain over the next couple of days. Noticeably colder for Saturday, then back into the 40s or even the 50s by the early parts of next week. We could entertain some rain chances by next Wednesday. But aside from that, that's where the forecast sits for this Tuesday, January 27th. Before I split, again, for those that are without power and just needed the basics of the forecast, go ahead and conserve that battery power and hop off. But again, a reminder, freezing fog's a possibility. Most of our nights over the next week will be below freezing, and anybody that's trying to tell you that another winter storm's headed our way this weekend is lying to you. So again, please remember that this weekend and when we go through something like this, some folks tend to want to prey on your anxieties and prey on what we've been dealing with over the last week for their own benefit and their own gain. And while that sucks, that's just something we have to deal with in our society. And those people are the worst type of people. So again, what I would suggest for you, stay up to date with the forecast when you can, if you can. I know a lot of folks are dealing with a lot of things right now. But if you follow this page, obviously I'm going to let you know if there's something that you need to know about. Yes, freezing fog is very much a possibility. Again, fog below freezing. You set up a cloud at ground level, it's below freezing, those super cooled water droplets can just simply freeze on things. So we'll keep an eye on it as a possibility. Forecast is always available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the Digital Weather Desk app, available for Apple and Android users. Again, heed the boil advisories if you remained under them. I know a lot of folks are going to be another night without heat, and again, the thoughts of that are pretty daunting, but we're going to continue to get through this together. Again, help the folks that you can help. Stay warm safely. Be smart. Be aware of carbon monoxide hazards and things of that nature as we go through the rest of this week. I know a lot of folks are just, again, out of their normal routine. We will all get there together eventually as we try to get back to normal and we thaw out over the next couple of days and weeks. Forecast, again, available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the app. A reminder of our local business sponsors who stand by ready to help you in any way they can as we all try to get back to normal over the coming days, weeks, and months. Thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. As always, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being a part of this community. We'll check in with you tomorrow morning with the latest on the forecast as we go through the rest of this week.